Well, from development to rising housing costs, prices here in Maine, as you know, especially along the coast, have skyrocketed in the last decade. And prime real estate has largely been gobbled up by out-of-staters with big wallets.
And among those losing out, folks in the fishing industry. Thriving, working waterfronts are all but disappearing. News 8's Keith Baldi has startling statistics concerning Maine's coast. He joins us now with a closer look. So many people feeling the crunch because of this.
Absolutely, John and Tori. There are more than 5,300 miles of coast in Maine, but only 20 miles are left as working waterfront to support commercial fishing. Even more alarming for the fishermen, more than half of the working waterfront access is privately owned, meaning at any time they could be barred from using it. As the fog clouds the seacoast along Spruce Head Island, providing a picturesque view of vacation land, the realities of life as a Maine lobsterman can be seen through the mist. Here at the Spruce Head Fishermen's Co-op, Bob Baines is unloading his morning's work.
Sad, huh? Yeah, this is one of the poorest springs I can remember having.
There are not a lot of mature lobsters right now, although most expect that to turn around. But there is a longer-term problem that Bob and most coastal fishermen are more concerned about: the lack of access they have to the ocean.
No, there's very few properties left, and the ones that are left, fishermen can't afford them.
Which means they don't own the most important tool to make a living. The fishermen's worries are confirmed by a 2-year-long study just completed by the Island Institute, a group that deals with maritime culture. They found out of the 5,300 miles of Maine's coast, only 20 miles are left as working waterfront. For fishermen, a working waterfront means more than just access to the ocean. It also means a place to store your bait, for fuel, and to park. And those are things that are often very difficult to have. Plus, certain boats need deep water access to get in and out of the harbor. These are all necessities to make fishing efficient and profitable.
Commercial fishing is sort of the character and the soul of the state, at least the coastal state of Maine. And it really makes it unique. It makes it a great place for people to want to come visit.
People come to visit, and many love it so much they buy their own piece of the state. Over the past 5 to 10 years, that's driven the price of coastal real estate out of the reach of the average Mainer, including ground fishermen like Glenn Libby, who would love to have their own docks.
It doesn't make sense to have no one have access to ground fish. It's crazy.
The selling of the coast has transformed many quaint towns that embraced their fishing culture into a smattering of waterfront properties for second homeowners. And there is no better example of that than in the mid-coast town of St. George.
This is where you go if you want to see what a fishing village used to look like.
Now, nearly 65% of homes are owned by people who do not live here, and many own the wharfs where fishing used to be a primary color of the landscape. St. George's harbor master, David Schmanska, says it has forced fishermen into making deals to access the water.
The agreements that exist between the owners of the wharves and the users of the wharves a lot of times is tenuous at best.
The owner of working waterfront property may decide they no longer want crews trudging through their backyard or pulling up at their docks, and when they die, their land is often sold for development.
It's changed a lot. It's a real concern because if we don't have any place to land, you can't drag 10,000 pounds of fish up over the public landing.
But now some fishermen are having success convincing others of their importance.
People depend, on the lobster industry. Mid-coast Maine, specifically down East Maine, that's all there is.
And with public and governmental support, they're catching some success. The lobstermen here at the Spruce Head Co-op are buying this dock for $950,000, getting half from a state grant. The money comes from a bond approved by voters last year. And ground fishermen in St. George just got word they'll receive $250,000 to expand an existing dock. The experts think this approach will be the most effective way to preserve the industry.
The message, I think, is really let's protect what we currently have.
And there's hope for the future because there's new people coming along, so it's important to have a place for them to be.
A place full of history, culture, and now hopefully preservation for generations to come. Another way to help protect the coast for fishing is through zoning. A lot of towns are using zoning ordinances to ensure that access will not go away when property is sold. Also this November, a $3 million bond proposal will be on the statewide ballot, and if passed, will again be used to help fishermen buy property.
It is sad to see all of that property go.
It is, especially for them. That's how they make their money.
Yeah, it's good to see something being done about it, though.
Absolutely.
This
We
is
can all
just
help,
the
I guess.
beginning, I guess, too. Thanks, Keith.
Okay.